Welcome everyone to another episode of the Succeed Success Podcast, and it is an honor and pleasure to be here with you guys today. Really appreciate you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you can see, we have another wonderful title for today. I really want you guys to take away as much as possible from this particular video and just learn a lot from the video. As always, guys, I would love for you to leave some comments. I love reading different comments. We can have a great discussion about the topic. I will reply back to anyone that does leave a comment. Also, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage your friends and others to subscribe to the channel. It really helps and it's really much appreciated. So guys, today, as you can see from the title, guys, we're talking about something that is so beneficial to so many people out there, guys. And I want you to know that this is something that will benefit you if you are a student or if you have no school aspirations, if you're out of school, if you're not in school. This is still such an important topic, and it's something that you can definitely take away from. So don't get discouraged from the title, high school, grammar school, and collegiate students. No, if you're not a student, if you don't go to school, still enjoy the video. You can still take away a ton from the video. Obviously, if you're a student, you can as well. So guys, I appreciate you again for being here. So what we're going to talk about, guys, is getting straight A's, really kind of mastering your grades within your academic and educational career. And how do you go about doing that? And guys, I'm going to have a few different videos on this particular topic. Throughout time, we'll kind of dive into this topic more. So I do want to let you guys know that this is probably going to be a little bit different than what you've heard maybe before about how to get good grades, get straight A's, and maintain, good grades. This will probably throw you off, but if you listen and incorporate what I'm telling you, then it shouldn't throw you off at all. So guys, the key to getting straight A's, the key to maintaining amazing grades and having a really, really great grade report throughout your entire educational career is building and maintaining amazing relationships with your educators, with your teachers, with your professors. I'm going to say this again. All you have to do to get straight A's and get very good grades is build and maintain amazing and excellent relationships with your teachers, with your professors, with the people that are teaching you and giving you a grade. That's all you have to do. Now, is that a shock? Is that a surprise? Yes, maybe it is. I'm sure you've heard a million times how you have to study, how you have to be prepared, how you have to be organized, how you have to do your homework, how you have to do your projects, how you have to do all these different things that are put out there for you to do to get a good grade. And I'm telling you that, yes, you do have to do some of those things. I think that it's maybe 20% to 80%, maybe even 10% to 90%, where 10% is the actual work, the studying, the reading, the homework, and things of that nature, and then you have a 90%, or we can go 80%, where in my opinion, the most important thing that you need to do to get really good grades is develop a relationship with your teacher and your teachers. And I'm going to give you some steps within this episode on how you can do that. So remember, you heard it from me first, guys. You could ask different teachers, different professors, different coaches and people of that nature on some of the things that they're looking for, guys. And one of the most important things that you could do as a student at the collegiate level, at the high school, and at the grammar school level is meet your teachers. Develop a great relationship. Praise them. Let them know that you care. Let them know you appreciate them. Let them know that you're learning from their lessons and things of that nature. And just develop a relationship. Over time, that relationship will grow and it will help you out in terms of your grade. One thing I really want you guys to understand, and this is for everyone who is not a student, people who are not in school, people who are adults, to the youth. Anyone can tell you who's successful that they've gotten to that level for probably a few different reasons, but one of the main reasons that they have gotten to that level is because they have built and maintained quality, long-lasting friendships, quality, long-lasting relationships. These can take you so far. So, you might have a teacher who has a student that's doing all of their work. They come to class on time, they do all of their work, but the student is really a student. They don't show any, cooperation. Maybe they're very confrontational. Maybe they're aggressive with the teacher, aggressive with the professor, or, they're just confrontational. They're not a peaceful person. They're not smooth. They don't have, characteristics that can lead to, building and maintaining relationships. And believe it or not, the teacher might give this student that does all their work on a regular basis not the best grade, because maybe they are rude, maybe they disrupt the class, maybe they cause problems, or they're just not a friendly person. Remember, guys, no, it is not your goal to be liked by all people. I definitely don't think that's something that you need to do within your life. But at the same time, you do want to try to fit in with other people. You do want to try to build relationships. You do want to try to be a peaceful person, a happy person, and kind of come across in this way, even if it's not really the way you are. Okay, so that's something that's really big. Now, you might have that same teacher who has a student that's struggling. They're not doing the work as best as they could, but they come to class on time. They have a great attitude. They have great character. They're trying their best. They let the teacher know that they're appreciated. They maybe help out after class. They're just all around, just a great person. They're a very likable person. Guess what? You might have that teacher who has that student and says, hey, you know what? I'm going to give this student the benefit of the doubt. They're a really great kid. They're really trying their best. They're really working hard. They're doing everything that they need to do. Hey, let me get this student this A. Let me get this student this B. You'd be very surprised at how much that actually happens. And that's not only within your grades, that's within life. Well, how did you get to be the manager of this company? Or how did you get to be the CEO? And, how are you at the top of this company and you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and how did you get there? Are you the smartest person in the world? No, you're not. And a lot of people are not. What a lot of people who are at this level are extremely talented. They know how to communicate. They know how to get the message out. They know how to build great relationships. They're a team player. They know how to bring people together for common purposes and common goals. So that is one of the most important things that you can do within your educational career, guys, is build great relationships. Now, obviously, you have to do some work. Obviously, you have to put in some work. Obviously, you have to read. Obviously, you have to study. That goes without saying. But the underlying factor that can get you to the next level with your grades is so simple, and it's being nice, it's being relatable, and it's being an excellent person and building great relationships. This is going to take you so far in life, guys. I can't tell you enough how many people I've seen fall by the wayside that have not had good communication skills, that have not learned the importance of building great relationships, and they don't maybe accomplish all they want to accomplish because they haven't learned these skills. So first and foremost, if you're a struggling student, and you have F's, you have D's, maybe you even have some C's. A lot of people are probably telling you, you need to read more, you need to study more, you need to do your homework for 5 hours after school. You probably do need to improve on some of your study skills, and we're going to have different videos on that particular topic, improving your study skills and maintaining great grades through that avenue. But what you need to understand now is that, hey, you need to build better relationships. You need to work on letting that teacher and that professor know that they're the best professor, that their class is the best. You're learning so much from the class. You're taking away so much from the class. And that will help you. So one thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of game. This is something I tell my students all the time. I've been a teacher for years. I've been a dean of students for years. I've been in education for years. So a little tidbit and a little secret that I give my students that I'm going to give you guys now and share with you guys now is to do this. So let's say you have a class that you're struggling with. Maybe you're not doing so good within the class. Maybe you have a B, you want to get an A. Maybe you have a C, you want to get a B. D, you want to get an A. You know, things like that. Or maybe you're in the worst case scenario where you're actually failing the class. What you can do, and I would suggest you do this on more than one occasion, but what you can do is you can go to your professor, you can go to your teacher, and it could be true or not true, meaning that, you know, sometimes you have to front a little bit to get what you want. Lie? No, I'm not telling you to lie. I'm not encouraging you to lie. But let's say you have a social studies teacher, and you know, maybe you like the teacher, maybe you don't. That's neither here nor there. But what you can do to build a great relationship with this person is say, hey, you know, I'll use my name. Hey, Mr. Hines, you know, your class is so much fun. Your class is one of the best classes I've had within my academic career. I'm learning so much from your class, Mr. Hines. Mr. Hines, I just want to let you know, like, where did you learn how to teach, or how did you get into teaching? You are an amazing teacher, Mr. Hines. You are just really one of the best teachers I've ever had. Now, this could be all false. This could be all made up. But what it does is it kind of breaks down the wall and allows that teacher or that professor or that coach or that person who's teaching you to have some compassion and have some sympathy and say, well, hey, you know, this person really cares about me. They really care about the class. They're having a great time. Wow, they're learning. You know, something else you can do is, you know, explain to a teacher or a coach or professor, like, you know, I have a lot of things going on outside of school. You know, I do apologize. I've been trying my best within this class, but I'm, you know, dealing with some things outside of school. Now, maybe you're dealing with some things outside of school. Maybe you're not. Now, again, I'm not telling you to fabricate information, but I'm just telling you that the better relationship you can build with that teacher or that professor or that coach, it'll get you to a better level. You'll do better within the class. I guess a lot of times within society, when you have two individuals that are working together, and one is in a position to, you know, maybe you could say a position of power, or, you know, one is a boss, or, you know, you want to be careful of that word boss, but let's say a supervisor, or, you know, a teacher or something of that nature. A lot of times you can break down those barriers and those divides by just being a cool person, you know, letting them know that they're appreciated. You know, hey, to the teacher, you know, this is something else you could say. Hey, you know, do you have any recommendations for me to maybe do a little extra reading after school? Do you have any books that maybe you would recommend, or maybe some good documentaries or a good film that you recommend for me to watch related to the class or related to this lesson that I really learned? Now, do you have to read the book? No. Do you have to watch the documentary or the film they recommend? No, not at all. But this is, again, allowing that person to have compassion for you and to, you know, assist you when that grade time comes around. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, that's what you want. You want to build great relationships, guys. You know, I can't stress this to you enough. When you do get to the college level, guys, one of the main things that you should be trying to do at the college level is build relationships for after college. So I know a lot of students are, you know, you're partying and you're trying to have a great time, and, you know, you're doing things of that nature, and that's okay to do to a certain extent. But your number one objective at the high school and collegiate level, especially the collegiate level, is to build relationships that you can use after you graduate that can help you within your career. You know, you might meet someone that you work for or that you work with at the collegiate level. You might meet a CEO of a company that's looking for interns, and you have great, you know, experience. You're very interesting, and you're a people person, and you built a great relationship with the CEO, and now they want to invite you to their company for an internship. And after the internship, maybe they have this great position for you that's making a good amount of money, or maybe they know another CEO or another person who owns a company, and you might not be the best fit for their company, but hey, you're a great fit for my friend who's the CEO of this company, and I want to recommend you and personally introduce you because you've been doing such a great job here. Now, those things, guys, do not happen if you haven't built a great relationship. No one is going to go the extra mile for you and go to bat for you if they don't feel comfortable doing so. And a lot of people burn so many bridges, guys, because they don't understand the importance of building great relationships. Now, I want to just talk briefly, and I'll share another video of this particular topic, guys. But if you're an athlete, if you are an athlete, a student athlete, or an athlete at the professional level, the collegiate level, the high school level, the grammar school level, if you're an athlete, the same thing applies to your coaches. The same thing applies to, getting on the court, getting on the field, getting that contract, at the next level, becoming a professional athlete. It is your relationship skill building, your networking, how well you can relate to others, how well you can communicate to your coach. If you're a likable person, if you're a nice person, guys, some of these athletes are being paid millions of dollars, and some universities are making millions of dollars on the sports. It's a very big business, and in order to be a part of that club, that special club, you have to build great relationships. You have to be a people person. People have to be comfortable around you and know that, like, hey, this is a great person. They really are caring, they're really kind, and they're really trying their best to do all they can do to not only help themselves, but to help me. And so, guys, I just want to stress this to you and let you know that achieving great grades is so obtainable. It's something that, in my opinion, is very easy to do. You do not have to be the smartest person in the room to get a great grade. Now, I also want to have a whole nother video, guys, on a topic that I've heard a little bit about, and the topic is, do straight A's matter? Is it good to get straight A's? I've heard a lot of people say that, some of the people who run companies were not A students, they were the C students. And so, that's a whole nother conversation we'll have at another point. And I do want you to realize, like, just because you get straight A's, that doesn't, necessarily equate you being successful later on in life, or it's no guarantee that, like, oh, I have straight A's, I'm going to be a millionaire. No, that is definitely not the case. Like I said, I'm going to have another video, guys, directly related on whether or not college is worth it or not. I'm in the middle. I am definitely an advocate for college and for moving on to the next level. But I also understand that there's some people who have not went to college and are millionaires. Is that the norm? I don't think so. But there are definitely cases out there. So I just want you to understand that, yes, getting great grades is extremely important, but you need to have the full total package. That's why, building great relationships, being a great person, being a peaceful person will really help you on your journey to getting good grades. So, guys, I hope you took away a lot from this particular video. I have a few more points that we're going to touch on quickly. But overall, guys, that is the main thing that I want you to take away, and I hope you got from today's title. You can get straight A's by not studying 8 hours a day, by not, pulling all-nighters and just going crazy mentally. You can get amazing grades by being a people person and having amazing relationships with the people that you're learning from. You want to be successful. You want to be successful. That's something that's very important. But guys, you won't be successful without building positive relationships. Uh, you know, are there people who are successful who are just terrible people person? Maybe a few. Uh, but I'd say 90 to 95% of the people that are successful, are just really great people persons, and they've learned how to build great relationships. They learn how to maintain these relationships. And I would encourage you to go out and try to do what I'm telling you. If you have a B, see how that grade changes after you have built a great relationship with that teacher for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and just constantly, said nice things, constantly been kind of a person that helps the class instead of hurting the class, helps the professor, helps the teacher, instead of hurting the teacher. Now, I also want to be honest with you guys. I understand at the collegiate level, it is a little harder to build relationships because you might be in a lecture hall class with 100 students, but that's when you still walk up to the professor after class. You ask for the office hours. You go into the office hours and you strike up a conversation. You might talk about sports. You might talk about things that are unrelated to the class that just shows that you have great character and that you're a nice person. That professor, although they do have a lot of students, will look at you as an individual now and not just a number. So a lot of times in college, because the sheer number of students, you could be looked at as a number and not actually a person. So believe it or not, building that relationship at the collegiate level as well will get you that great grade. So it's not just high school, it's not just grammar school, it's definitely college as well, where it'll just help out. So guys, please try it today. I encourage you today to try it. Start working on your communication skills. Start building great relationships with the people around you. Something else you can do is, obviously guys, ask the teacher what you can do to improve your grade. Ask for extra credit. Ask for opportunities to do a little extra work so that maybe they can put that grade into the system so that it can get incorporated with other grades and your grade can go up. Obviously guys, if you're at the high school and grammar school level, something you can do as well is involve your parents in this process and kind of have a powwow with the teacher and your parent as well, just on ways to improve. I like for students to kind of do it on their own. Although you definitely need, good parents, you want to try to be as self-sufficient as possible and try to do some of these things on your own, as opposed to just, relying on a parent and things of that nature. You can definitely do it. But yeah, guys, we'll talk more about this topic. I do want to let you know I want to have a whole nother video on do good grades matter? Obviously, I think they do. I wouldn't get caught up too much on your A's leading towards success in the future. They do, but then at the same time, there's a lot of other things you need to be successful in the future other than just, all A's. So although the title of the video is, how you can get, straight A's, I want you to understand that there's a lot of important factors that lead towards people being successful. Guys, this has been an absolute pleasure. I hope you took away so much from today's episode. Again, guys, I want you to have wonderful grades if you're in academia. I believe you can do it. Try what I'm saying, guys. Obviously, you need the basics, which is reading and writing and comprehension skills, but you can get straight A's by just being a nice person and building great relationships with your teachers. I know from personal experience, I've had students that have been just an absolute pleasure to teach. And they have, obviously some academic skills, but guys, it'll get you so far in life. It'll get you so far in your current job. It'll get you so far in your current situation, no matter what it is, if you build a great relationship with the people around you. Try it today, try it tomorrow. Encourage, others around you to build great relationships, guys, with the people that they're involved with for optimum levels of success. Guys, as always, guys, just been an absolute pleasure. Wonderful topic today, guys. Look forward to talking to you guys soon. This is another episode of the Succeed Success Podcast, guys. And have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace, guys. Thank you.